What if I told you that in one of the richest countries in the world, success sometimes comes with no sleep, no weekends, and barely any life outside work? Welcome to high pressure world of the United States startups, where ambition is sky high but so is the exhaustion. This is TimesXP's India Diaspora section with me, Driti Atri. And imagine this, it's 9 a.m., you start your work, your meetings, coding deadlines, product launches, everything is moving really fast. Now, fast forward, it's 11 p.m. all of a sudden, but your screen that is still on. Your team is still online and your manager is still sending messages. You don't log out because nobody logs out first. And yes, it's not an isolated story. Well, reports from workplace surveys suggest that there is a growing number of startup employees in the US, specifically here in high growth tech firms, that are working 12 to 18 hours a day during critical phases like product launches, like funding rounds, or maybe scaling cycles. In fact, a survey by Startup Workforce Platform has shown that nearly 40% of early stage startup employees, they report working beyond 55 hours a week regularly. And in some extreme cases, that number it crosses 80 hours. But here's the real question, why is this happening? Let me help you with that. It's happening because in startup culture, time is not just money. Time is survival. One delayed update, one missed deadline, one failed release, it can mean millions of dollars all lost. And in this race, well, many young professionals, including large numbers of Indian working in the US tech companies, they find themselves caught in this cycle that they never expected. They have everything though, big salaries, big dreams, in fact, global exposure, but also they have constant pressure, sleepless nights, and a work life balance that slowly disappears. In fact, back in 2023, Workplace Wellness Report showed that something like 60% of startup employees in the US reported symptoms of burnout, including fatigue, anxiety, sleep disruption here. And yet, the culture that continues. Because in startups, burnout is often treated as part of journey. It's normal. Come on. But wait, let's pause here. Think of this work culture. Think of this life that you have. Is this dedication or simply silent exhaustion disguised as ambition? In fact, many employees describe a strange reality nowadays where Slack messages never stop. Emails come at midnight, and weekends, well, they feel like just another work day. Some even say that they feel guilty taking a break. And this is where the debate begins. Is the startup world building the future or burning out the people building it? Because behind the billion-dollar valuation, behind the shiny office spaces, behind the success stories, there is another story. A story of people who are working 14, 15, 16, and sometimes 18 hours a day trying to keep up with system that never slows down. So the big question is not just about working hours anymore. It is about sustainability. It's about humanity and how far ambitions should go before it starts taking a toll on life itself. And as startup culture continues to grow across the United States, ladies and gentlemen, one question remains unanswered. How long can anybody really keep working like this before something really breaks?